100 Civics Questions, 46 to 60. Explained, Civics Questions 2025 Part 4.
The classroom had settled into a quiet rhythm. David had been studying for weeks, and today was his final practice session. Andrea stood at the front, her notes neatly arranged in front of her, ready to guide him through the next set of civics questions. The test was drawing closer, but David could feel his nerves starting to fade with every question he answered correctly.
All right, David, we're almost there. Let's keep going with questions 46 to 60. I'm confident you're going to nail this. Question 46. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? A. Because they have more people. B. Because they have more land. C. Because they have more money.
I think the answer is A. Because they have more people.
Exactly. The number of representatives in the House is based on the population of each state. States with larger populations have more representatives, while states with smaller populations have fewer. Question 47. What is the name of the national anthem? A. America the Beautiful. B. The Star-Spangled Banner. C. God Bless America.
I think the answer is B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
Correct. The Star-Spangled Banner is the national anthem of the United States. It was written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812 and officially became the national anthem in 1931. Question 48. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? A. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. B. John Roberts. C. Samuel Alito.
I think the answer is B. John Roberts.
Exactly. John Roberts is the current Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court. He has served as Chief Justice since 2005 and is responsible for leading the court's decisions. Question 49. When do we celebrate Independence Day? A. July 4th. B. June 19th. C. September 11th.
I think the answer is A. July 4th.
Correct. Independence Day is celebrated on July 4th, the anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, when the U.S. declared its independence from Great Britain. Question 50. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? A. To print money. B. To give driver's licenses. C. To create schools.
I think the answer is A. To print money.
Exactly. The federal government has the exclusive power to print money, regulate its value, and oversee national financial systems. This is one of the key powers that help maintain the country's economy. Question 51. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? A. 100. B. 435. C. 250.
I think the answer is B. 435.
That's right. The House of Representatives is made up of 435 voting members, each representing a congressional district. The number of representatives per state is based on population. Question 52. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? A. The Civil Rights Movement. B. The Suffrage Movement. C. The Labor Movement.
I think the answer is A. The Civil Rights Movement.
Correct. The Civil Rights Movement, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., aimed to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. It achieved major legal victories, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Question 53. Who vetoes bills? A. The President. B. The Speaker of the House. C. The Senate Majority Leader.
I think the answer is A. The President.
Exactly. The President has the power to veto bills passed by Congress, which means rejecting them. However, Congress can override a veto with a 2/3 majority vote in both chambers. Question 54. There were 13 original states, name 3. A. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. B. Texas, Florida, Oregon. C. California, Hawaii, Alaska.
I think the answer is A. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire.
Correct. The original 13 states were the first colonies that declared independence from Great Britain. They later became the founding states of the United States. Question 55. Name one state that borders Canada. A. New York. B. Alabama. C. California.
I think the answer is A. New York.
Exactly. New York borders Canada to the north. Other states that share a border with Canada include Michigan, Minnesota, and Alaska. Question 56. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. A. The Civil War. B. World War I. C. The Korean War.
I think the answer is A. The Civil War.
Correct. The Civil War, fought from 1861 to 1865, was between the Union, North, and the Confederacy, South. The war was primarily about the issues of slavery and states' rights. Question 57. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? A. Freed the slaves. B. Created the Constitution. C. Led the U.S. into World War I.
I think the answer is A. Freed the slaves.
Exactly. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which declared that all slaves in Confederate states were to be set free. This was a turning point in American history. Question 58. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? A. The Constitution was written. B. The Bill of Rights was passed. C. The Declaration of Independence was signed.
I think the answer is A. The Constitution was written.
Correct. The Constitutional Convention took place in 1787, where delegates from the states met to draft the U.S. Constitution. It was created to replace the Articles of Confederation and establish a more effective federal government. Question 59. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? A. July 4th, 1776. B. December 25th, 1776. C. July 20th, 1776.
I think the answer is A. July 4th, 1776.
Exactly. The Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4th, 1776, marking the day the American colonies declared their independence from Great Britain. Question 60. Why does the flag have 50 stars? A. Because there are 50 states. B. Because there are 50 years of independence. C. Because there are 50 presidents.
I think the answer is A. Because there are 50 states.
Correct. The 50 stars on the American flag represent the 50 states in the Union. Each star represents one state, symbolizing the unity of the country. Great job today, David. You're so close now. Keep practicing, and you'll be more than ready for the test. Just a little more to go.
David smiled, feeling a growing sense of accomplishment. With each passing question, his confidence was soaring. The test felt like it was within reach now, and he was ready for whatever came next.